checkpoints. I saw the barbed wire. I saw the machine guns. I saw it. And I said, I can't go back to America and keep my mouth shut. This is outrageous.
It was a turning point in my life. I knew the stories, but I'd never faced the reality of the situation on the ground.
I'm going to tell you, folks, if we don't stop Zionism, someday we will all be Palestinians. I'll say it again. If Zionism is not stopped, someday the entire world will be Palestinians.
Вот господин Нетаньяху рассказывал про ИГИЛ, как его там победили. А я вот никак не могу вспомнить вообще хоть один удар израильской армии по ИГИЛ. Не было на моей памяти ничего подобного.
Я просто напомню нашим телезрителям, что Андрей Валерьевич командовал нашей группировкой в Сирии.
Зато было другое. Прямая поддержка группировок ИГИЛ, которые дислоцировались в провинциях Кунейтра и Дера. Им оттуда, с Израиля, везли оружие, боеприпасы, туда увозили раненых боевиков.
Думаете, это нормально, когда евреи приходят в Палестину и забирают дома палестинцев себе? У меня нет мнения на этот счет. Я просто хочу сказать... Я просто хочу узнать, вы думаете, это правильно? Я думаю, неправильно совершать теракты. Вы оправдываете действия израильтян против палестинцев? Не имею понятия. Но что вы думаете о ситуации между Израилем и Палестиной? Я не смотрю новости. Вы оправдываете действия израильтян против палестинцев? О каких действиях вы говорите? Знаете, что они отнимают у людей их дома? Они так делают? Израильтяне отнимают дома палестинцев. Я без понятия. Они так делают? Да, без сомнения. Это очень плохо. А ты уверен в этом? Да, я могу поклясться. Я даже не знаю. Хорошо, что скажете насчет войны между Израилем и Палестиной? Там что, идет война? Да, там конфликт. Что? Какой конфликт? Вы не смотрите новости? Я не смотрю сейчас новости. А как же дети, мужчины, женщины, которые были убиты? Что вы думаете об этом? Какие дети?
400 or so settlers in Hawara last night. They put 35 houses on fire while people were in them and lit 90 cars or so on fire. Do you condemn the attacks by settlers last night?
I condemn the Palestinian Authority that consistently speaks about supports terror against Jews. And this is the thing that I condemn. Government doesn't give us 100% protection, then we will build more and more settlements. And the language of Zionism is building new settlements in Judea and Samaria. This is more threatening than fire, more threatening even than airplanes.
Allow me to point out that you are supporting Israel solely for the reason that they look like you. Light hair, light eyes. We all know that the only people who successfully get to cry victim are people who look like that. Keep in mind that Israel is in the Middle East, where the population of surrounding countries look like me and a majority of the people in this room. Kind of makes you wonder, right? How did those people get there? The same way you all got here. Slaughtering natives, stealing land, and claiming it as your own.
Of course, war is horrible, so why did the Palestinians initiate this war with their vicious attack on Israelis on October 7th?
Well, they didn't. They didn't. This war has been going on for 75 years. Israel initiated it in 1948 by ethnically cleansing 700 Arabs and take their places. And if we have to use force, not to dispossess the Arabs of the Negev and Transjordan, but to guarantee our own right to settle in those places, then we have force at our disposal. David Ben-Gurion, the first prime minister of Israel, said that in 1937. And that's what they proceeded to do. The people in Gaza, this is what you need to understand. The people in Gaza, over 80% of them are refugees. Many of them are from a place called Majdal Asqalon in what is now southern Israel, in a city called Ashkelon. And they were dragged from their homes and driven from their homes, placed in prison camps, barbed wire prison camps, and then dumped in trucks in 1950 into the Gaza Strip where they would be permanently warehoused. And then Israel proceeded to move Arab, Jewish refugees and Russians into Ashkelon to prevent them from ever coming back, and pass laws to prevent Arabs, Palestinians from being able to return to their homes. 750,000 were ethnically cleansed. For 18 years, the remaining Palestinians, 100,000, were internally displaced inside Israel. The remaining were put under military rule. They were under military occupation until 1966. Then in 1967, Israel violently, in a war it initiated, occupies Gaza, occupies the West Bank, occupies the Sinai Peninsula, the Golan Heights in East Jerusalem, and then invades Lebanon in 1982, attacking Palestinian refugees there.